Oh man, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection cannot come out soon enough. Well, I'm gonna have to play something to hold me over. Man, I really want to play this, but the loading times drive me nuts. Oh well, I guess I'm gonna have to suffer through it. Hey, and you call me stupid? Did you even know that there's a way to play it without loading times? What? Yeah. You go to GOG.com and download Mortal Kombat Trilogy PC, and there's 0 loading times. Really? GOG on PC. Mortal Kombat Trilogy, no loading times. That's right. Okay. And also, if you get a Su cart for Sega Saturn, you will then have no loading times for Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Su cartridge for Sega Saturn? Well, that doesn't sound sketchy or anything. Figures coming from you. And you know what else? You get on my nerves from playing too much Mortal Kombat. So after you're done doing this, don't play it anymore. I'm sick of looking at it. You're just literally telling me to play some Mortal Kombat, and now you're bitching because I'm playing Mortal Kombat? Listen, you freaking geek. It's my channel. I'm gonna play Mortal Kombat however hell much I want to. So if you don't like that, then go start your own channel. Fine, maybe I will. My God. Anyway. Mortal Kombat Trilogy on the Sega Saturn and the PlayStation is a great game, except for all the damn loading. The game is marred by loading in many areas, such as here on the battle plan. You scroll down, you're ready to fight, but oh no, you've got to load. Loading and loading. Finally, the match starts. It's such a great game, but then when the momentum's killed by all the loading, you just want to shut it off. It just drives you insane, especially when you use Shang Tsung. First, you select Shang Tsung, then you have to load on the battle plan. And then, in a fight, you have to load to morph. No, this is not the game pausing, it's just the game loading. It gets quite annoying after a while, and while they do provide an option for you to turn morphs off, well, that's kind of defeating the purpose of using Shang Tsung. And then in between the rounds, you gotta wait even longer. And then the round starts, and you go to morph, and you gotta wait even longer because of all the loading and the loading. Want to do a fatality? Sure, do a fatality. And then you'll have to wait even longer for that match to end so that you can return to the battle plan. And guess what? Load even some more. All the loading, the loading, the loading, the loading, the damn loading. Holy shit, it's enough to make you insane. So, with that being said, let's see if that Looney Tune geek is actually right and we can play this game without all the damn loading. Alright, here we go. PC version is loaded up, ready to rock and roll. Now, I'm not going to sit here and do some kind of crazy in-depth gameplay here today. This is just to see what the game would be like with 0 loading times. So let's go ahead and get this going. Make sure everything's good here. Right? Let's make sure I'm good here. There we go. Now, we're just going to start the game. Yes, I want my background. Ability to choose my background. And of course, we're going to go Shang Tsung. So we can see what loading times are like when he morphs. Yeah, let's go MK1. Now, obviously, there's normally loading time right here on the battle plan. Not now. Alright, here we go. Quick morph into Sub-Zero, no loading. Kind of want to wait a second because I wanted to do another one, not just one character. So let's do, whoop. Come on. There we go. I forgot some of them. So sue me. Not a Shang Tsung guy. Shang Tsung. Not a Shang Tsung guy. Still, I like Shang Tsung. I like them all. What else is new? You know, I like them all. In some form or fashion. Now, let's try... For some reason, Cyrax's morph is not working. But you can see he's morphing just fine into multiple characters without loading. Trying to do it so that... Here we go. How about... Yeah, there we go. So as you can see, no loading on the morphs. Again, this is the PC version, more specifically the GOG PC version, the new release. Newer release, I should say. Well, I didn't want to do that. Oh well. Still, we did it, right? Too worried about trying to do morphs. But you get the idea. We'll do it one more time. Now see, okay, never mind. I thought it was about to be. It seemed like it was going to have a little loading moment there. Guess not. Do this. Shang Tsung. Let's go... Yeah, let's go Subway.
Round 1, fight.
And then let's do... Wow, why is that Cyrax one not working? I don't understand that. Trying to do Cyrax morph. Not working. It's so stupid because it's so simple. Am I not doing it fast enough or something? There he goes. Not doing it fast enough, I guess. But there it was. Again, no loading and natural, you know, of course. So that's what it would be like. You're a Shang Tsung guy. And you wanted to use him in the upcoming Mortal Kombat Trilogy on the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. That's what it would be like. No loading. Of course, if you played this back in the day on the PlayStation or the Sega Saturn, or even the PC version, the disc-based one, I feel like had loading as well. You had to load every Shang Tsung morph. I could be wrong about the PC version. I never owned the PC version back in the day. Only owned the PlayStation version and the Nintendo 64 version. Wouldn't have been until later I got my Sega Saturn version. Obviously, Nintendo 64 never was loading times. But again, it's just a completely different game versus the PlayStation and Saturn version. So that's why we're not using that one to make this comparison or see what it would be like, right? So whoop. Oh well. Oh well. Shang Tsung wins. Flawless victory.
Round 1, fight.
Rain. Rain. It will never happen again. Oh man, that movie, I tell you what.
Shang Tsung wins.
So, there you go. That's pretty much what we wanted to accomplish here. Showing you mainly by using Shang Tsung. The loading, the lack of loading, and what it would be like when we get to play this on the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Now, after here, let me finish this match. And after this match, we will move over to the Sega Saturn version. There is some caveats to that. The standard Sega Saturn version on disc, the official disc, does have loading. It's not as bad as the PlayStation's loading. The Saturn actually loads faster than the PlayStation does when you're using the official disc. However, when you use the Su cartridge, then the Saturn version pretty much eliminates the loading time, which we're gonna see here in just a minute as I finish this match. Whatever. Rain. Oh my goodness.
Rain wins.
I totally forgot that's what he turned into in this.
Animality.
That is funny. Animality. Alright, here we go. The Sega Saturn Mortal Kombat Trilogy using the Su cart. Will there be no loading? Well, we'll find out. It was pretty quick right there. Unfortunately, there will be no audio to this because for some reason my capture card is throwing a fit in OBS, only with the Su cart. If I play the game just the Saturn the normal way using an actual disc, it doesn't do it. But when I use the Su cart, the audio, it just goes crazy. So we're not going to have you suffer through all that. So the audio is off, but that's okay because all we're trying to see is how does the game operate through the Su cart, and will there be loading or not? We're going to find out. So we're going to start out here, pretty much do the same thing we did in the PC version. And I want to pick the MK1 stage again, the courtyard, because for some reason I noticed that in the PC version in OBS, it had a really weird look to the sky on the MK on the courtyard stage. It's weird. It says loading, but it was like relatively quick. All right, so the sky doesn't have a weird funky thing going on in this, although the shadows look funky. There's some funky business. Funky business going on here with this Su card, I tell you. When you're trying to capture it through OBS, it's very strange. I don't know what the deal is, but it does not like the Su card, guys. Now, I didn't do what I should be doing, a morph. Oh, there was a hesitation. You see that? It was nowhere near as bad as if we were to play it off the disc, the actual disc, but there was still that little hesitation. Let's do it again. A little hesitation there. However, I'm going to say this. Wow. Seriously, dude? Okay. Little hesitation. You see that? But since I'm fighting Sector, there probably won't be a hesitation for Cyrax? See? There wasn't. There was no hesitation for Cyrax because I am fighting one of the Cyber Ninjas, so it didn't have to be exactly Sector or Cyrax or whatever that I'm fighting, but because I'm fighting one of the Cyber Ninjas, there was no loading. Although, I don't know if you guys saw that, but when I morphed into Cyrax, he was like, wait a minute, am I Sector or am I Cyrax? And then it was Sector for like a half a split second as I was morphing. Let's try that again. Yep, see? If you watch real close, he's Sector for like a millisecond and then turns into Cyrax, which I find hilarious. So, yeah, there is a little tiny bit of a loading thing. It's nothing crazy. It's way better than playing it off the disc, right? But it's just enough to disrupt the flow of the game. Just enough to mess with the flow of the game, which is a bummer. Let's hope that's not the case on the Legacy Collection, because that would be not good, honestly. They say that they were able to get it so that there is no loading times, but does that mean that we're going to see what we see here with Trilogy on the Su cart? See, loading, but not really. So that's relatively good. That's good right there, right?
It does still seem like there's a hesitation, so maybe a little sliver of loading. But, so if we go like that, little hesitation, slight hesitation there, turning into Night Wolf. And there will be one when we morph back. Just like not even a second. It's like a one and then morph. So just under a second hesitation, but plenty enough to disrupt the flow. But, again, it's better than waiting 6 seconds, which is like what it normally is when you play this game off of the disc. So, yeah, I mean, if it ends up being like this on the Legacy Collection, the way it's playing on the Saru cart here on the Saturn, I mean, it'll be better than it loading, but there will be that, as you can see. So keep that in mind. You never know how it's going to go. We don't know until we get it in our hands. And, of course, the beauty part about it is if it's the digital version, they can update that. If they figure out a way to do that and then just send an update over, that's always a possibility. But, yeah, there is the chance that you could have that happen. I mean, it's not great. Yeah, it's way quicker than loading off the disc, but it's still kind of there. It's still kind of there. I mean, just that little half second is more than enough to disrupt the flow of the game. So that isn't the best thing in the world. Again, this is just how the Mortal Kombat Trilogy plays on the Saru cart, so it holds no water because we don't know how exactly what they did to the PlayStation version for Legacy Collection, but we will find out soon. Did they remove the word loading from the battle plan like you saw there? We don't know. We will find out. It's coming sooner than you think. Like, I really hope the digital version is at the end of September because I'd like to get my hands on it and start playing right away, get into that documentary stuff. And so hopefully that is coming soon. Otherwise, I guess we'll have to wait till December 12th when the physical version comes out. Maybe it'll be a simultaneous digital and physical version release, but I highly doubt that because just the way they have done these particular types of collections in the past, the digital comes out, then the physical comes out later. That seems to be how it's been. So, yeah, a little hesitation there. But see, now I'm fighting smoke. I could theoretically do a morph into any one of the ninjas, and it shouldn't actually load. So there's that little hesitation. Now let's try Irmak. Yeah, see, quick. See? So if you're fighting a ninja, you can morph into any ninja without the loading. Or same with the cyber ninjas. So, and probably the same with any other palette swap character, I would imagine. So keep that in mind. That is something to remember. Just in case this does happen to be like this on the Legacy Collection. To which I say, they still need to include the Nintendo 64 version on the Legacy Collection. It's different enough that it's its own game, and it really should be on there, but who knows.
Well, there you have it. Mortal Kombat Trilogy GOG version on PC and the Sega Saturn version, both with no loading times. Well, on the Saturn, kind of a little tiny sniff of a loading time, but honestly, way better than playing it on here, right? So, there you go. All we can do now, guys, sit back and wait for Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, and while we're waiting, we're going to continue to play some of these Mortal Kombat games that are included in the collection, maybe even some that aren't. So, if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're notified when I upload more videos. And with that said, I will catch you all down the road.